Good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for watching. As always, if you like what you're watching, please subscribe to our YouTube channel at TNT Visa, all one word, TNT Visa. If you have any questions about this video or like more information about us, you can always check our website at www.tntvisa.com, or you can email us at info@tntvisa.com to schedule a consultation, or call us at 305-433-7677. Now, again, thank you very much for watching. Today, we're going to discuss a little bit about the EB5 visa. Now, some of you may know what this is, but I'm just going to give a brief pointer. And an EB5 visa is what is known as the investor's residency visa. Basically, there is a regulation in immigration law that went into effect in 1990. And what it does is it allows investors to seek permanent residency in the United States as long as they meet certain criteria. One of those criteria is that the investment will create 10 jobs. Now, recently, about 2 weeks ago, President Biden signed a new law that changed the EB5 regulations. And one of the major changes to the EB5 regulations was the minimum investment involved. It used to be that you would invest $1 million into an EB5 project and you would be able to get residency through that investment. That minimum has changed and has gone up to $1,050,000. So it went up $50,000. But what has really changed was the other part of the minimum investment, which is there is a time and a way to downgrade that investment to it used to be a $500,000 investment. Now that downgraded investment is $800,000. And what that is for if you're investing in a rural area, which is something outside of a city that has 20,000 individuals or less, or in a targeted employment area, which is some place that has 1.5 times the national unemployment average, or what is known as something new, an infrastructure project. And I believe that's going to be like with the transportation, if you're doing stuff for roadways and things like that. And so these are new changes to the immigration law. The other part of it is who can create a targeted employment area. It used to be that a targeted employment area could be determined by state workforce agencies. Florida used to have one where you would just send some information and they would do some research and they would say, yes, this qualifies. Immigration has taken that away, and now only the Department of Homeland Security, so immigration itself, can determine what is a targeted employment area. But once immigration makes that decision, that is valid for 2 years. So if you can find somebody who has invested in that area and it's been determined by the Department of Homeland Security to be a targeted employment area, and it's been within 2 years, it's something that you can now state and piggyback on. Now this is something new, and this went into effect again 2 weeks ago. And so we're still not sure exactly how they're going to put this into play. The other thing was a change was that they reinstated the regional center program. Now, the regional center program is where investors can invest into a variety of projects that are managed by other companies and other individuals, and you do not have to create 10 direct jobs. Rather, you can create indirect jobs, which means that these are jobs that are not necessarily from the company that you're investing into, but based on other factors, typically mathematical and economic factors determined by an economist. Now, there are some additional changes to that. One of the things that they made a change to is that the indirect jobs can account for no more than 90% of the total jobs created. The other thing is that construction jobs, which were previously not allowed, are now not allowed if the construction job was going to be less for 2 years, is now allowed under certain circumstances. And the construction job cannot be more than 3/4 or 75% of the total jobs for the EB5 regulation. Now, there are still some major changes that are going into place. Some of them have to do with how children are categorized. Other impact has to do with what happens if a regional center loses its regional center designation, and other matters that impact investors in this category. We're still learning about this because they're still putting them into place. The regional center projects will officially open back on May 14th. That gives people the opportunity time to invest into it. One of the things that you do need to note with the regional center project is in the past, you've only had to prove source of funds for the investment into the regional center. So if it was $500,000, now again, $800,000, all you had to show was the source of funds for that $800,000. Now regional centers charge additional fees in different situations. So everything that you invest with respect to that, such as a administrative fee, which ranges in value depending on where it is, everything that you invest into the regional center project will be counted, and will you need to show and prove that you have the source of funds. So let's say you go into a regional center which charges a $50,000 administrative fee, your attorney's fees are another $25,000. The costs are associated with it are different numbers, which is also another thing. The costs are going to go up for regional center projects. Direct investment is one price. The regional center price is going to include an additional $1,000, which is used for this new fund that is going to be used to oversee regional centers. All of that money has to be proven that it came from lawful sources. So this is it's a minor change, because if you're investing $800,000 and you have another $100,000 that you are using for all the costs associated with it, that $900,000 probably is coming from the same sources, but this is now something that you do have to understand and put into place. So this is just some changes about the EB5 regional EB5 investment that went into place on March 15th, 2022. If you have any questions about the EB5 investors investing into the United States, or any questions about immigration, you can always reach out to us at info@tntvisa.com, or via phone at 305-433-7677. You can also go to our website at www.tntvisa.com. And for any immigration matters, you can always check out our YouTube channel, TNT Visa, all one word. Thank you again very much for watching. We are looking forward to hearing from you. We are here to help you in whatever way we can. Thank you.